August 21st marks the 11th anniversary of my favorite game, CSGO. Is it a lot or a little? This is huge. Someone who was born in 2012 is already a big guy today, and many of us who played CSGO after school in 2012 now have become daddies. Our lives moved forward, and so did CSGO. Soon the game will move to the new era. CS2 will be released. It's time to look back and remember how the greatest game on planet Earth has grown and changed. This is what we'll do today. Before we start, follow the link in the description, enter the promo code from the screen and get 11% to your tap and free spin of the wheel. Use it, bro! Hi everybody, it's Gary, GGDROP channel. We're ready, but please don't forget to subscribe, press the bell and thumb up. Let's go! It's interesting to watch how from beta CSGO turned into a balanced, dynamic and mega popular eSports discipline. Let's look at this story in two dimensions, outside and inside. Outside are historical events on pro scene, the struggle of players, and inside a meta change and the search for a balance in the game, the struggle between developers and players. Outside things were like this. The community met the new CSGO, like a strange ugly drunk man on the street telling you that he is your father. The first pro team that truly appreciated the new CS was NIP. Ninjas in pajamas, they won the first official CSGO LAN tournament DreamHack Valencia in September 2012 and continued to dominate, setting an unbreakable record-winning streak of 87 maps. CS has reached 50,000 online for the first time. In August, the financial side of the game also changed. Valve has released weapon skins and opened a marketplace for these items. The Arms Deal update changed the game forever and boosted its popularity. A few weeks later, the first CSGO Major was announced with a prize pool of $250,000. Unbelievable money for eSports of that time. At his DreamHack Winter Tournament, the Swedish team Fnatic took the first major trophy in history. The tournament was watched by 145,000 spectators at one time. Not bad, but what game was inside? At the time of the first major, the CS was different from the modern one. The main map pool at the first major consisted of 5 maps: Dust 2, Inferno, Mirage, Nuke and Train. This system of picks and bans was practically not developed. Each team had one ban for the remaining maps. These were no Molotovs, then they didn't understand how to use it. Smokes were taken mainly for counter-terrorists in order to cut off the point. Everything else was thrown intuitively for luck. Farm guns also were not used. The economy was completely different from 13 to 19. They gave $1,400 for a loss, $3,000 for a win in a round. In this scenario, it was difficult for the losing team to return to the game and forces were played much more often. So the game meta of 2013 from today would look something like this. In 2014, AWP played an important role, because the speed of running in Zoom was the same as without it. Because of this, AWP could often take rounds almost solo and gives a lot of bright highlights. At that time, Solo gained his immortal fame. Teams for the first time began to use Molotovs, but without tactics and preparations. The first firm guns appeared P90. P2000 was nerfed and players began to gradually switch to USP. Don't forget about the great influence of CZ75. In 2014 and 15, players began to look for and use boost and many variations appeared. Some turned the CSGO world upside down, like the famous and scandalous Olaf boost. Thumb up if you know what it is. The popularity of the game grew and jumped from 100,000 online in January to 250,000 in August. Unbelievable! There have also been changes inside. Our and Cobble were added to the competition map pool and Train was changed to Cash. Players have adapted to the updates and used all grenades more often. There are new variations of layouts and the new smokes this time became the dawn of lurkers. At the same time, many snipers began to lose their stats. Why? Of course, rework of AWP. Give me an umbrella, I will close myself from the tears of snipers. The movement of the scope with AWP has become the same in speed as the movement on the shift. Earlier snipers were aggressive attacking fraggers. Now they're forced to play much more carefully. But at the beginning of the year, Valve released an update where they simplified the shooting of the M4A1S and AK-47. Now the first 4 bullets fly at the same point and not randomly, thanks great spray control. In tournaments in 2015 and 16, the kings of the pro scene were Fnatic. They were the trophy-winning machine at every tournament. In 2016, big money came into the game. All tournament organizers increased their prize pools. It was a cash race to have the best teams in the world play in tournaments. Major event prize pools have increased from $250,000 to $1 million. Inside, there were no changes, but the mindset of the players began to change. There were more and more ideas, one-ways, double attacks, grenades by landmarks. Dope. Not everything depends on updates, just give the community time. Well, don't forget to give money too. Snipers are divided between those who get frags, like Device, and aggressive explorers who make unrealistic moves, like Simple who moved to Team Liquid that year. Both types of snipers are rooted in CS. 2017 on the pro scene is notable for the dominance of Astralis and the sensational victory of the Gambit team at the major in Krakow, when the absolute underdogs led by the captain Danila Zeus Teslenko, who was expelled from NATO Svinsere, created a real sensation. Inside the game, UMP has become huge. It was actively used by Astralis. Then it killed in the head from a distance 2.5 times more than now. Well, just wow. Deagle opened up. Economy standards appear. The first rounds are played according to the scheme Pistol, Force, Eco. And the redesigned nuke replaces Dust 2. Also in 2018, Valve changed CSGO to free-to-play. ESL has announced the Intel Grand Slam, a $1 million prize pool title. To collect this amount, teams simply need to win 4 major tournaments of the company during the season. Astralis just win and win from one tournament to another, so in the next 2019 year, they won 2 Intel Grand Slam titles. Inside the game, when compared with the beginning, crabs rapidly evolved into humans. The overall speed slows down and the game becomes more like chess when you need to get into the opponent's mind. Due to the noticeable dominance of the defense, the attack plays very carefully and slowly. Teams come in the last seconds, it becomes much more fakes. In the entire history of CS, in 2019 the game will be the slowest. Unbelievable but true, the longest match in the majors took place between Astralis and Crazy at Star Ladder Berlin Major 2019. They played a total 60 rounds. The team from Denmark won 31-29. After it, Valve released probably the most global update of all time. Changed the economy and introduced the lost bonus system. Now the losing team doesn't need to play Eco every 3 rounds and spend the entire game without devices. With a series of defeats, it's enough to put a bomb and a good fight is already in your pocket. The number of comebacks is increasing because now there is money not only for weapons but also for grenades. As a result, in a difficult COVID year when everyone went online, a record number of simultaneous online players was reached, 1,300,000. We have seen an upgrade in dynamics in CS. There are more grenades, more different tactics, and the attack becomes more varied every day. A slow and boring game turns into a sharper and more dynamic one. CS is becoming more and more familiar to us. Since 2020, 2021, grenades can be dropped, and now one person can throw several identical grenades. And I almost forgot chicken! Yes, the chickens are getting more detailed. Greta Thunberg is delighted. In 2021, Navi finally became the kings of the CSGO scene, winning most of the tournaments and reaching 8 final championships in a season. At PGL Major Stockholm 2021, they set a unique record. Navi became champions without losing a map. This never happened before in major history. The Ukrainians became the best team in the world, and Alexander Simple Kostolev got 8 MVPs and took first place in the ranking of the best players. 2022-23 is the modern era. There is a new attack map, Anubis. The last major in the history of CSGO ended with the victory of Team Vitality. eSports looking for a balance, and the current level of teams shows that almost any weapon can do a lot of damage by changing your gameplay and adjusting to your teammates. Teams don't have one plan on how to play in one position or another. All types of grenade throws fly in all directions, and after this, the attack began to develop and show us an aggressive style. Today the CS meta is at peak and balanced level, and this year nothing has changed significantly. Everyone is busy with CS2, remembering the experience of players and developers accumulated over 11 years of CSGO. CS2 will bring us many bright moments and discoveries. Hello, future! Guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to thumb up and subscribe to our channel to be aware of all CSGO news. Stay tuned and see you soon!